When the lights and camera turn off, I will be here. When the interest and conversation fade, I will be here. When there's no one around, a father will do anything it takes to be there for his son, to protect his family.
David.
Where's everybody?
9 painful months.
Without these special people behind me, I wouldn't have a search. By today, Robinson, father geologist Daniel Cornelius Robinson. Thank you so much for watching this video. Just going to have a short video to talk about how you guys can help. How you guys continue to help with my efforts to find my son. As you guys know, it's been over 2 years since Daniel went missing out there in the Sonoran Desert of the Buckeye, Maricopa County, Arizona. You guys, it's been a very difficult road for me and my family. But nevertheless, the efforts to find Dane is ongoing. The case is not cold. It's not a cold case, you guys. There's a lot of information out there. As you guys know, I'm still fighting to get law enforcement to work on. So, you guys, right now, that's what I'm here for, to talk about how you guys can keep Daniel's case out there, keep it from being a cold case. And one of those ways is to get out these flyers, you guys. I've been trying to get out more flyers. As you guys know, since I started my flyer distribution in 2021, I put up thousands upon thousands of flyers all across this country. But the work is not done. As you guys know, you can go to any place in Arizona, right here in the area where Daniel went missing, in Buckeye, and you can talk to people along the way passing out flyers, and they haven't even heard of Daniel Case. So that lets you know that that's much room and much work to be done to get these flyers out there. I want them out all across the country. Like I said, they've been going out across the country. People have been requesting flyers, have sent out to them. I've been in places like CrimeCon in Las Vegas last year. This year, I've been in Orlando and getting out thousands of flyers. But when you got these events like that, you got thousands of people from all over the country. Take those flyers back with them and share it in their communities. And that's the key, you guys. People say, why? Why, Mr. Robinson, do you need those flyers to go out to Wisconsin or little Whiskey, Georgia, some little small area with nobody even really heard of? It's because, you guys, the way I'm thinking and the way, some of those scenarios where there may have been a person who happened to be passing by that desert area, happened to heard something, happened to seen something, and decided to move. They was moving. They was in the process of moving. They was in a U-Haul truck. They was on the way to the airport, and now they live in Little Whiskey, Georgia, or they're living in some place in Wisconsin or some place in Maine, or out west in California or wherever, you guys. And they just left, but they saw something that day, and they didn't really think much of it until they see these flyers, see somebody pass out the flyer, and something jogged their memory. Yes, I remember seeing this young man. I've seen this. And also, you guys, the fact that in my son's case, I've been doing my own investigation, and we know that there's foul play in the case. You guys, there's a stage events of Daniel, a vehicle, or whatever that foul play means. You guys, I really don't know. I still have my faith in God. I have my faith that Daniel is out there somewhere, and if he is, you guys, out there somehow in some way, the flyers is very important for that endeavor as well. Because if somebody sees Daniel's face on that flyer, they can recognize him, right? So that's another reason. So I'm asking you guys to please help me out, to get these flyers out there. And also it helps to keep Daniel case from the cold case status. Because anytime you guys showing interest in Daniel's case, it's impossible for law enforcement to throw it under the rug and say, "Hey, we did all we could do." As I'm hearing some things I'm hearing now. So you guys, despite of the fact that the forensics, the clothing still had to be forensically tested. The passenger side of the vehicle, the airbags need to be forensically tested. The driver's side airbags need to be forensically tested. The clothing, like I said, that the family I don't recognize, that was found 3 feet away from the scene, should be tested to make sure it's Daniel, and also to see if there's airbag residue on there to say that vehicle, if it is his, he was actually in that vehicle at the time of that crash, right? And like I say, though we know with all the physical evidence the crash did not happen there. Of course, law enforcement relying on an unreliable app to place Daniel's vehicle out there that morning for over 30 days, despite the fact that law enforcement themselves walked over the ground in that area. They flew over the area. The testimony of the rancher that say the vehicle wasn't there 2 days prior, that backs all of their stories up, that they did the search on that area and didn't see the vehicle. It wasn't there, you guys. So we're definitely going to stick on that, and we're going to find out the truth about what happened in Dan's case, as well as the information in his apartment, where we're now, as I was able to get Tempe Police Department to do forensics on all of Daniel electronics, and got the report back that says someone was tampering with his computer, and that goes along the lines of what my investigator found. Somebody was tampering with his apartment looking for something. So again, you guys, a lot of work need to be done, and the efforts is to get these flyers out there, and also to continue to have your support, making those phone calls, sending out those letters. And I will be talking about that shortly. I'll get on the website real quick here, but request these flyers, you guys. You go to please help find Daniel at yahoo.com and send me an email with your information. Get these flyers out to you. I'm still looking for a new supplier. When I say new supplier, I'm looking for a new print company, because I'm doing things in a different area now. So the boxes you get won't have thousands and thousands of flyers, but it's a lot. I can continue to send you those flyers to get them out to you, you guys, so you can get them to your communities, get them out to people, get them out to places. And that really truly helped me. So if you guys can, like I say, go to please help find Daniel yahoo.com and request those flyers, I can get them out to you. But like I said, you guys, I'm asking everybody to ask for one box at a time, because I need to kind of get them distributed in different places, as I transition to try to get a different print shop who will be printing out these flyers for me. Again, you guys. Also, we must reach out to people. If you see on the bottom here, we must reach the people who have answers to what happened to geologist Daniel Robinson, my son. You guys, if you have any information, also, you can also call the tip line that you see here, 844-602-0660. You can remain anonymous, 24 hours, 7 days a week, live operators to take your call. If you don't even talk to anyone, that's why I say tips. You can text the word tip, because if you don't want to talk to anybody, you can just text the word tip to this number, and you still can remain anonymous. A form will come up, you guys, and you can still remain anonymous. Nobody have to know who you is. A lot of times I get tips, I don't know who these people are that actually give me tips, or their opinions, or whatever the case may be, you guys. But this is the number that you need to reach if you have those. But definitely, again, get back on the flyers. We need those flyers out there. I need those flyers out there, guys. I need your help to continue to get those flyers out there. But I want to go to the website real quick. Please help find Daniel.com. You guys, please help find Daniel.com is the website where you guys can also learn how you can help in many other areas of my search for Daniel. Go to the top here. You guys see sign the petition. You got the volunteer the search. You got the donate. You got the volunteer in other ways tab, the events tab, and also the print the flyers. And this is where we're going today. Print those flyers, guys. If you guys can help me as I transition to get a better print shop and things like that. It costs money, guys, to print these flyers. Each box at least about four to almost $800 a box, you guys, because you get thousands and thousands of flyers. But imagine sending these things out every week, 2 boxes a week at times, getting flyers out. So the thing is, it's costly. So you guys, if you could help me out, there's another form of donating. If you want to help donate, I know it costs ink and I know it costs money, and I trust me because I'm taking care of things myself. And I'm asking you guys if any kind of, I don't care if it's on your regular printer at home, if you can just print these flyers and get them out to your community, that can help me as well in my efforts to get Daniel his information out there. I like to have it, you guys, and I keep saying it over and over again. I put it on here a lot, but I like to have them in a postcard form. And the reason why, and it's like this here, you guys, look, the postcard, you guys can see that right there. I put them in the postcard form, and the reason why is because when I go out and put out flyers out there, saying a lot of times, I'm giving it to the homeless populations, I'm giving it to people, and people put them in their pocket. They take stats of them, they put them in their pockets, they put them in their pocketbook. Could you imagine having a big sheet of paper laminated as I did when I first started my flyer distribution of when I was doing the city search? And people couldn't put that in their pocket. They probably throw it somewhere and can't carry it around everywhere. So it's very convenient for them to carry this around. And also, I made it in a way of being kind of really durable too at the same time. So if people put it up on poles and stuff, it'll last there for a long time, even in spite of rain and things like that. So, but I'm not asking you guys to go overboard and do that. I'm just telling you that's the way this design is really set for. But at this point, here it is over 2 years. Daniel has been missing. I just need this information out there. We got to keep Daniel case from hitting that cold case status. We have to reach that person or persons who may know something. We have to get information out there to communicate. You be my eyes, my ears, to help me in my investigation to find my son and my efforts to find Daniel. So thank you, guys. Thank you again for those who are willing to help in that way. Again, like I said, all else, saying you guys can always request those flyers again. Get these boxes here at Please Help Find Daniel at yahoo.com. Request those flyers, and go from there. Also, you guys, I don't want to forget before I leave, please back on the website here. Please, you guys, you come down to the lower down on the page here. You can see all the ways you can help me continue my fight, you guys. That's why I have a list up here. We need justice for my son, and the way I've been doing that. As you guys know, I've been trying to get a search going for this month here. Unfortunately, guys, I've been trying to put it out there to the media for everybody to know and figure out what happened. I'm unable to get the search going as I would love to on this fall, is because of the land. The guys are building out there. I'm not allowed to get you guys through there, and there's only ways to get to some of those areas. But there's other ways to get to those areas, but you have to have these ATV, UTV vehicles and things like that. And even with that, at this time of year, it's very difficult. So I'm really in the process of really doing some more recon. I have some friends out there from Luke Air Force Base as well to help me do recons of areas and things like that to try to figure out how I can get volunteers out there, you guys. For right now, I do have a nonprofit group that's out there doing some stuff, trying to locate any information they can with their trained canines, you guys, to locate some things. But right now, as in doing a public search, it is on hold right now because I can't really figure out a way. I had to find a way to get you guys out there. But the thing is, guys, where you can help me is currently is to get these PDFs out there. These PDFs out here, guys, are the picket signs, the same picket signs we'll be using when I do the physical protest, you guys, that I've been working on. And I'm slowing that up as well because Sheriff and Zone of the Maricopa County Sheriff's Office is not running for re-election. I don't know who will be taking his place, so maybe we get better luck with the new person, or maybe Sheriff and Zone will do the right thing, being that he's about to get on out of there. And so that's what I'm pushing for right now. So I'm trying to walk on narrow ground to make sure that I'm not kicking myself in the foot, for lack of words. And I want to make sure that I can. But right now, we just need justice for Daniel, you guys. And so the mail-in protest is one thing that do not need to stop. If you guys can continue to send these flyers, I have people send me pictures all the time where they're sending the flyers, and I know it costs money as well. There's another form of donate if you want to donate this way. That would help as well, and to get to print out these flyers, these PDFs, and mail them in to the location that I'm going to tell you soon. You just click on here, you guys, one of these PDFs here. The form will come up here. Of course, the print button at the top, you guys. So either way it goes, you guys can definitely get those PDFs right there. They could easily print. Like I said, just click on any one on different one come up, and you can utilize those. Oh, I don't know what happened with this one, but you can utilize. I just refreshed it. Maybe it'll come up right there. We go. What we can do, what we want. We want justice for Daniel. This thing is loading up kind of slow, you guys. We want justice for Daniel. We demand a criminal investigation, you guys, in the disappearance of geologist Daniel Robinson. And one thing, one I'm gonna go back real quick, I really like the most, is the one that says here when it says justice, you guys. This one right here. What do we want? We want justice. We demand a criminal investigation into the disappearance of Daniel. And this is the one that's right here that I'm really speaking of. If Daniel was a cop, you guys, what would justice do? What would the police department do? What would justice do, you guys? WWJD. We demand the same treatment if Daniel was one of your own. So that's why I'm saying these things are going to the Maricopa County Sheriff's Office, the police department, also Buckeye. We demand a criminal investigation into the disappearance of geologist Daniel Cornelius Robinson. What do we want? We want justice. When do we want it? Want it now? If you guys agree with me in my assessment of this, I need you to please mail in these PDFs. Please mail in the PDFs to the address you see below. Send as many as you guys can. This is a weekly. It's been going on for months, over about 6 months now, you guys. It's a weekly thing, guys. If much as you can. I know it costs money, so that's why I ask people to do it whenever you can. Whatever your budget allow, how many that your budget allow. If you can help me by getting other organizations or people, churches or whoever to join in and get out these thousands of flyers out that I'm trying to do every week into these two departments, you guys, that would be helpful as well. But like I said, you guys, just don't make sure, say you're not over budgeting yourself, but make sure it goes to these two departments if you guys can. Buckeye Police Department, Chief Larry Hall. This is the address here, 21699 West Yuma Road. That's right in Buckeye, Arizona. Maricopa County Sheriff's Office, Sheriff Paul Penzone, 550 West Jackson Street in Phoenix, Arizona. You guys, I need thousands of these letters going out every week, you guys, to keep Daniel's case from going into cold case status, because we already know that this is not a cold case status case. You guys, we just need to get a law enforcement to see it that way, and also to continue their work. Continue the work I have already done. I have laid out a lot for law enforcement. Everything we know about Daniel's case came from my efforts, not law enforcement, guys. We know about the Jeep. We know about the 11 additional miles. We know about the 46 initial cycles. We know about the red transfer paint. We know about the sunroof. I mean, I can go on, guys. There's so much information there that dictates foul play, and we also have information about Dane's apartment. Someone was fumbling around, tearing up his apartment, his room, looking into his closet, tearing his room up. There was on his personal computer. Where that information came from, it came from my efforts, not law enforcement. It came from my efforts to get law enforcement to do things. Like I was able to get Tempe, and they said they was doing it to me as a favor to get the forensics done, and we shared that information with the Buckeye Police Department, of course. But the thing is, you guys, like I said, the efforts that I have been doing for my son has yielded everything we know so far, and we're getting close to the answers. The only person who's stopping us from progress to get those full answers is law enforcement themselves. Is the Maricopa County Sheriff's Office as well as the Buckeye Police Department, because when they're not doing their job, then I'm at a standstill, because I cannot do but so much, being that I'm just a father. I don't have those powers to get a warrant and bring somebody in for interrogations, or different things. You guys, that law enforcement's job is to do. So I need you guys to back me up to be a force to cause law enforcement to do the right thing. Okay. So again, you guys, thank you so much for listening in. I'm David Robinson. I'm the father of geologist Daniel Kenneth Robinson. I really truly appreciate you guys who have been supporting for all this time, showing your love and support. I truly appreciate. I can't say it, I can't express it enough how much you guys mean to me. I actually love each and every last one. I haven't seen your faces, and I love each and every last one of you. You love me. You love my children. You love my family. And you love me because anytime somebody do what you guys have been doing and don't even know us, you guys, you don't know my family, you have never met Daniel, but yet you show empathy and love. You have to be a family, So I tell you guys, thank you again for your love, support, and don't forget to hug your loved ones, those who are very important to you. Don't forget to tell them you love them every chance you get, every day. Let them have no doubt that you love them. And I say this, you guys, because life turns on a dime. You see what happened in our family? I'm fortunate to have been able to talk to my son 2 days prior to he went missing. Yet I need to talk to him today. It's been a long time since I heard my son's voice. Can you imagine putting a person down to listen to voicemails and recordings and things like that and videos just to hear your loved one voice that you love so much, and you can't say it to them in their face. You know what I'm saying? So imagine that, you guys. So take every opportunity that you can. Love those who you love. Do not ever let the sun go down on your wrath. And if you do, you have to get a little break from a person that you love. Tell them you love them. Hey, look, I love you. I'm just angry right now. We cannot talk right now, but I want you to know I love you. And that's the reason why I'm staying away from you right now. I need to stay away. As simple as that, you guys, because it become a time where you say, I know I was angry at the time, but I wish I could have told this person I love them and things like that. So you don't want that to happen, you guys. And I'm not saying that's what happened in our family, but it can, you guys. I'm telling you. So be blessed. Take care of yourself. And again, I will be doing a live, you guys. I promise I will be doing a live. I want to engage with you guys. I want to be able to talk to everybody I used to talk to. I want you guys to ask questions. That's what the YouTube channel, Please Help Find Daniel, is for. It's to ask questions. It's about Daniel's case, and also to help other families. And other families want to still go on to Please Help Find Daniel YouTube channel. They can. It's open to everybody. Hit that like, share, subscribe button, you guys, to help the algorithm to keep this channel going, to keep the YouTube channel going, keep the social media going, etc. Guys, because we're getting the information out about missing loved ones, about my son's case, and so much more. So God bless you guys. Take care of yourself.